Hello, welcome to the Snap UK. Week 9 in the books, and it was notable for some of the worst football we've ever seen.
Chaos.
Some of the best football I've ever seen, and some of the best football I've ever seen, which was absolutely pointless. But we'll get into this. We're here at Chateau Paul. Paul, you're back.
Hello, everyone.
Jim, well, me and you, we barely leave.
Yeah, I've had a couple of weeks off, but
yeah.
Back.
Here. Gary's
on a mattress.
You're on a mattress. He's on a 24 grand mattress, and Griff's in a car somewhere.
Not worth 24 grand.
He claims he's waiting for a recovery driver, but I think it's dogging.
I was going to say it's dogging.
It's dogging.
Yeah,
it's dogging. His secret's out. So now the secret's out, you might as well come forward with it, mate. We'll do our Engage A, and then we'll talk about some of the trades. We'll try and do some power rankings and our primetime predictions. All that coming up this week on the Snap UK. So, I'm going to let you pick the first game, Jim, because I trust you not to fuck this up, because it has to be the one game, surely. What game are we going to lead with?
Right, so I'm going to go with Caroline. No, I'm not.
It would have been
that would have been a good one to start off with, but there is only one place to go, and it is Cincinnati. It is the Bears 47, the Bengals 42.
Do you know what's better than really great football?
Really bad.
Really bad football. And on the defensive side, it was appalling football.
Terrible.
But on the opposing side, Joe Flacco was incredible, really great. T. Higgins,
I think incredible would be fine to say.
Yeah, T. Higgins was amazing.
T. Higgins won a lot of fantasy games for people,
yep.
including me.
Yep.
Almost lost one for me as well.
Oh, really? Yeah, I played him. But luckily, I had someone else who we'll come up with later. And on the opposing side, it really was Ben Johnson just thinking, this defence is shit. Let's see what I can throw at them. Because I think 4 people threw passes.
Yes.
This week, which I love.
Cole Kmet was the only one who didn't have a completion.
I love it. The Bears have seemed cursed for about, the entire time I followed the NFL.
Since about 1985.
Yeah. They sold their future for that Super Bowl win to that witch outside the stadium. Yeah?
Was Mike Ditka at a crossroads and one day sold his soul to the devil?
Sold about right, yeah.
He had the look of somebody who'd done that.
Yeah.
But
it just turned out he sold his sleeves. I love the old Bears tank top.
Yeah.
Used to wear. Bring that back.
No, it's Bill Parcells' New York jumper that I want first.
Oh yeah,
that's another good one as well.
So this felt very much like to me that Ben Johnson went, okay, I'm gonna be an offensive coordinator again in about a year and a half. What's the best advert I can do for this?
It was
283 yards on the ground for the Bears. That's 176 yards off 26 carries for Carl Menangi. It's not a real name, by the way.
Yeah, I was watching it at home, just every so often, just shouting Menenge because it's a really fun word to shout, especially when you're on your phone.
But I had the same. I was watching. I had the opposite. I was like, "Oh, here's Carl Menenge, rookie making his debut. Oh, who's this guy? They must be desperate."
Yeah.
Then just he ate my words about 6 minutes later.
It was so bad. Jordan Battle was the name I was trying to think of before the show started.
And my God, he did.
He was the top tackler of the Bengals defense. Unfortunately, he missed a really important one.
Yeah, he took some odd angles for it and missed a tackle
To be fair, there were 3 of them there that missed
Yes,
the tackle.
the Bengals are on their own. Like, the tackling this year in the NFL has been
It's been really bad.
really, really bad. Like, a few years ago, like, they were working with rugby coaches, and I think they've just seemed to have forgotten all that.
I think they try and hit hard, don't they?
Yeah.
And where you try and hit hard, you perhaps don't use your arms as much because you're primarily going in with your shoulder, trying to go as quick as you possibly can. Whereas in rugby, you have to use your arms because you get penalised for that.
And but yeah, if you're not going to use your arms, it's Colson Loveland. He's 6'3", 6'4", 6'5".
He's a big lad.
Yeah, but
Like, he just bounces.
not if I grandad him.
Yeah.
If I just run and knee him in the side of his leg, trust me, he'll fall.
Well, the thing is, if they would have chipped him, it would have been a better thing because all they did was bounce off him.
Yeah.
And, like, at that point, the game isn't over because what we'd seen earlier was that Cairo Santos was having quite a bad game as a kicker. So,
That's the Cairo Santos story.
yeah,
You would not be surprised if he missed that kick.
he missed one earlier. It just seemed to just
But
shank
also,
off his foot.
At that point in time, they didn't have a timeout, and Caleb Williams threw it to the middle of the
The
field.
pit, yeah.
And I think they only had about less than 15 seconds. Maybe
It wasn't long. It was
So
literally.
it would have been an effort for everyone to get back to the line, to get the ball to the umpire, to get it set, and to spike it.
Yeah.
It would have been really tight. So it was a massive let off for the Bears, really.
Yeah. And another let off for the Bears was in
the Bengals.
In the drive before the Bengals scoring drive, T. Higgins went off injured.
Yeah.
And it meant that on the final 2 throws, they were basically without their bloke who would just Flacco was just throwing it up, and you see why T. Higgins earns the money he got, the contract he did, because he is unlike, I can't really think of anyone else in the league who just has this one-handed catch radius like him. He doesn't have to. Some guys will catch it, but they'll bring it into their body. He just holds it.
Reminds me of AJ Green.
Yeah.
That he's got that kind of that type of long, lean body to him, and he just goes up and high points the ball and brings it in.
It just makes a DB look stupid every time.
Yeah, absolutely. I said on our chat group, it's like the Bengals have 2 legit number 1 wide receivers.
Yeah. Oh God.
T. Higgins is number 1 anywhere else in the league.
Basically,
more or less.
Unless he goes to Minnesota.
Yeah. Maybe the Lions if you count Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's quite different to Amon-Ra. But yeah, I can't think of many better.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment, no. So yeah, possibly he's. If you were to power rank receivers, you have them both maybe in the top 10. You could argue at the moment in the top 5 because
Jefferson's not setting the world alight. Very good receiver.
He's been hampered by
who's throwing to him. But then again, T. Higgins has got Joe Flacco throwing to him. And where would you have had, at the beginning of the season, where would you have had Joe Flacco in a quarterback rankings?
As a pundit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been brilliant.
Considering we thought he'd go to Cincinnati with that offensive line and he'd probably be crippled by now. He's had 2 games now where he's just been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I think it's like 11 touchdowns already and 1 pick.
Nuts.
It's absolutely insane figures, and I mean, he is a Super Bowl winner, but I mean he's a first ballot Hall of Good, isn't he, for us? Quite frankly,
I really think he is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you who's going to put him in. Griff
would put him in.
I played squash with Griff last night, and we spent most of the time talking about how great Joe Flacco is.
Joe Flacco is like the anti-rookie for Griff. Griff hates rookie quarterbacks, so naturally he loves the really fucking old ones.
But bizarrely hates the oldest one.
Yeah. We all do, though.
But we all do, yes. And admittedly, he would love to love him. It's just, he's a dickhead.
Let's talk about defense because 90-odd points scored, nearly 90 points scored in a game is pretty embarrassing for both teams, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears get off because they won the game, but they still conceded 42 points. That's a concern because they've actually got quite a few pieces on defense, and that defense has been playing okay for most of the season. The Bengals is just repeating what they did last year, where they just haven't got a defense at all, and they would have won probably half as many more games last year if they just had a functioning defense. And it's happening again this year. And you can see it at the end of the game, the look on the offense's face.
Yeah.
And I can't remember, I think it was Chase Brown who was interviewed afterwards. He's like, just get a fucking stop.
Yeah.
Just go and win the game.
That's when that was his face. Yeah. Just go and win the game.
Yeah.
Just go and win the game. Just fucking win the game. And you can tell he's frustrated because
It would be.
But also,
they are balling out.
Yeah.
But if you've just watched your defense have 47 points put on them, you have every right to be frustrated.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And also, if you've just watched that and then have somebody come up to you with a microphone and ask you how you feel.
Because on the flip side, as an offense, you've just put 42 points on the board. You're like, well, this is a game one.
Well, yeah. And
Are there many other games that a team has scored 42 points and lost?
there can't be many.
I haven't got the stats at hand, but I'm guessing there's not very many.
I'm going to try and find out for you.
Oh, thank you.
They didn't. I don't think they played this week, so we can't mention the Browns. I think they're on the bye, weren't they?
Yeah.
You came up with a thing this week. This on Monday. You just put it out. If you had the Bears, not the Bears,
Bengals.
the Bengals offense and the Browns defense, could you have you'd have a decent team.
Yeah,
and
top Ohio.
the Ohio,
whatever you want to call them.
Brown
Tigers.
Brogles.
Browngles.
Brambles.
Whatever you want to call them. But yeah, and I did look, and admittedly, it's based on some very rudimentary over the cap analysis, but they beat 16 million under the cap this year because
Flacco's not getting paid hardly anything.
But Flacco's not getting paid anything. But admittedly, the Browns would lose Deshaun Watson, and Jerry Jeudy's on a lot of money. They have a lot of money on.
Jerry Jeudy will be great for 2 games this year.
Yeah, admittedly, what it doesn't count is dead cap. So I'm sure that would have a thing.
Deshaun Watson, then, yeah.
But yeah, on the Bengals, you'd lose Hendrickson, who they should have traded.
Yeah.
So, since 2008, there's been 10 games where a team scored 42 points and lost.
More than I thought.
How many of them are the Bengals?
0.
Yeah.
Obviously, not counting last
Yes.
week. Taking that away, which team has scored 42 points and lost the most since 2008?
God.
The Rams?
The Rams are not in the list at all.
Because they...
Colts. They used to put up a lot of points.
They are not in the list.
Giants?
They're in it once.
Cowboys.
Once. The team that have done this the most with 3 occurrences of losing when scoring 42 plus is the Browns.
Of course it is. Anytime there's a, can you name this team? It's the Browns.
Yeah. Anyway. So 10 times since 2008. Best part of 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rams have lost more when they scored more than 42 because they lost to the Chiefs, didn't they?
I've just gone since 2008.
That was 2018. So I would...
So you're telling me that AI has lied to me?
Yeah. Shock.
Oh, no, they won. The Chiefs lost. So I take that back.
Well, you're right.
54-51, wasn't
Watch
it?
that game.
The
It was
Chiefs.
incredible.
That was when the Rams were in yellow, wasn't it? And
I stayed up and watched that game because I was off the next day.
Yeah.
It was like one of the best games ever.
that was the Jared Goff Rams as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's considering you're the Bengals. If you're Zach Taylor, what do you do? Do you sack your defensive coordinator? Do you,
Just walk away.
He's just sacked one. I mean, the thing is, I don't know. The people who will make the decision are the one like the one set of people in the building. I would trust the least to do it because, yeah, Zach Taylor. You know, he has his detractors. I think he's been all right. Like I'm still not quite sure what a Zach Taylor offense is.
One that scores a lot of points, to be fair.
But he's won with Joe Burrow a lot.
But a lot of people would.
He's also got some great performances out of Browning and Flacco now.
Has no run game.
No,
but they never really have.
At some point.
But yeah,
I mean, this might be one of those occasions where, again, you look at the Bears and they conceded 42 points, but this might be one of those occasions where a run game might have helped them out a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, also just you look at take the Ravens. Lamar goes down. Well, we've got Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
I appreciate Derrick Henry's an outlier and everything, but you've got these teams. Well, actually, we have got a run game, but there's I can't ever tell you what. I've been following the NFL since 2011.
Yeah, Mixon's been a Bengals runner.
Yeah,
and a good one. In I want to hear no Mixon slight.
But Giovanni Bernard,
who never really felt like an RB1 though, did he?
No. Even though he was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a weird team.
They've never been a run heavy team the entire time.
I do think Taylor will go this off season, but
the only thing I think that keeps him is it is the Bengals, and they don't tend to fire head coaches.
No,
like Marvin Lewis was there for 48 years.
Ages.
But he did get to the playoffs multiple years in a row.
Taylor got them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Taylor got them.
And
a couple of years. You could easily convince yourself these are the guys to take over the Chiefs. What do you call it? Burrowhead. They call
even beginning of last year, a lot of people were.
I went big on the Bengals.
Yeah, and let's face it, it's not. I don't think it is down to Zach Taylor because we mentioned it earlier. The talent on the defense is shit.
It's appalling.
It's terrible. You take out Trey Hendrickson, and there is nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Like they used to have. Love him or hate him. Atkins was it?
Geno Atkins.
At least he had an impact. Now you're who the hell are you?
Yeah, Geno Stone.
Yeah. Jesse Bates was there. We mentioned previously. There's just nothing there on defense.
It's and when Hendrickson isn't there, and he wasn't there this weekend,
and he won't be there next.
And he wasn't there. He played the second half of the week, but he missed the second half of the week before when they went from winning to a final minute capitulation. So we've spent a lot of time on the Bengals, but yeah, the Bears. Yeah,
I mean,
the defense is bad, but I see shoots in Caleb and Johnson, but
I think that's starting to work now. I think you're starting to see, and I mentioned it earlier, the amount of rushing yards they have. That's a Ben Johnson hallmark. Is the rushing game? It's better. Previous weeks, I think he's got a lot more out of some of the talent, the passing talent that he's got. Roman Dinze didn't have a single catch this week.
It was weird.
He needs to get more time. Cole Kmet is injured, but you've got Colson Loveland, so what does it matter?
DJ Moore got a touchdown.
DJ Moore,
who I've forgotten was there, despite one basically.
Yeah.
You look at their roster and they should be doing better.
Yeah,
they're 5-3.
Yeah.
No, I mean
they are doing decent.
They are top of the NFC North at the moment, I think.
Do you know what I quite like as well? We'll get onto the trades later, but previous Bears would have got really excited to be above 500 and done something stupid this week, just to hey, this is our chance. And they did. They played it very quiet, and I quite like that. It seems slowly there are some sensible people in the building,
Yeah.
even if it's...
To be fair, they're third, but they're level with Detroit on 5-3, and Green Bay's ahead of them on 5-2-1.
The North is fascinating as a division, isn't it? So, Paul, you can pick the next game.
The game that I would like to pick, and forgive me because obviously there's so many. The one thing I do just want to say, if you go on Google and you look up the Week 9 results, most games have 6-minute highlights that you can play. The Bengals Bears has 20 minutes and 56 seconds of highlights.
It's true.
It's the furthest game by like 4 minutes of highlights.
Yeah.
The game I would like to pick is Bills versus Chiefs.
Of course.
A sensible pick.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the highlight game coming into this week, and how would you like to lead off, Paul?
I think the thing that comes to me from this is, you could say, we've learned nothing because the Bills always beat the Chiefs in season, but they don't beat them when it matters. The Bills, 2 or 3 years, I thought McDermott was the wrong coach. But do you know what? I like the Bills this year. And it's the first time I've really kind of felt in on them. So that's why I put them at 11 in my power ranking. No, but this was the first time I've really felt they kind of... I felt Mahomes looked pedestrian for Mahomes. And I really, really praise the Bills for that.
Did a very average game, didn't he? 15 completions of 34 yards, 250 yards passing, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. That's not a Mahomes stat.
That's Caleb Williams stats.
Caleb Williams stats, yeah. I agree. I think the biggest difference this year with the Bills is Josh Allen isn't being asked to do absolutely everything. Like, there are other players who are showing up. James Cook's started to have another good season now. I think they're starting to get much more out of the tight end game. Like Dalton Kincaid had 6 receptions, 101 yards. Yes, they haven't got probably the receivers that you'd like to see there in terms of, like, they haven't got a T. Higgins. They haven't got like a Jefferson. They haven't got that number 1 receiver, but I don't think that really matters when you've got someone like Josh Allen.
But they've always made the best of what they have.
Yeah.
So if you take like Gabe Davis, who the minute he left Buffalo never looked the same.
Yeah. And I'd argue you could probably put Khalil Shakir in that as well. If he ever left Buffalo, he'd be exactly the same. Yeah.
So they really kind of squeeze all the juice out of every orange there.
They just made Mahomes' life miserable this week, wasn't it? It was brilliant to watch. I mean, I also don't know when it comes to the playoffs, they won't be able... The chances of lightning striking twice is slim, but,
Me and Gref were chatting before this game, and he was like, who do you think? And I was like, I want to say the Bills, but I think it's the Chiefs, because it felt like the Chiefs had just started to build up a level of momentum. They're just starting to come into that almost like juggernaut status. It's like, okay, they're going to go on a run now, win every game left in the season and finish 13-4 or something stupid like that. But I think this would have hurt.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely hurt Mahomes.
Yeah.
But it hurt the fan base as well. Yeah. Seeing their fan base go, oh, the refs are against us, was glorious. Absolutely glorious.
Yeah, you can't complain about that. But again, didn't have much of a running game. They didn't protect Mahomes that well. Okay, he's only sacked 3 times, but he was under pressure a lot.
Yeah, he really was. He was... I think, they just got to him more than anyone's been able to get to him. And, sacked 3 times, but they hit him 15.
Yeah.
On that hit just as he's...
On the edge of the area.
Oh,
yeah, love it.
Yes.
We were all cheering that.
Yeah. That's what Gary's been saying for years. Just hit the cunt. And they did.
Well, there was one highlight I saw where Joey Bosa got free and almost kind of...
He had a free run at him, didn't he?
He kind of forgot what to do because you don't expect that.
That is part of my quandary with the Bills is they were brilliant. They also need to make sure that in week 3 of the playoffs, Joey Bosa's fit because he is an absolute difference maker for that defense. Like
they've had difference makers before, and like Von Miller, I suppose.
they're different. He is not just he's a name, but he is difference making when he's fit. He is absolute chaos, and but if he's not there in the playoffs, then I would worry. But at the moment he's there and he's electric.
Biggest difference this year between this year's Bills and last year's Bills. Matt Milano's been fit.
Yeah,
stayed fit.
Oh, such an underrated player.
Yeah, he doesn't get the praise, but he's their leader on that defense, organising them. But he's literally controlling it, and that leadership was missing last year from the linebacker spot. He's back this year. Touch wood, he won't get injured again. And I think that's for them. That's key to keeping that defense ticking over and keeping players like Mahomes and Rashee Rice and Kelsey and all the other, keeping them under control. Like, he's brilliant.
But you need a defensive stalwart, and he's exactly that. You take even like the Patriots of old; they still had Teddy Bruschi bringing this new generation through. You need that
off the ball
wise head.
linebacker position is criminally underrated because I guess if you look at all the top teams in through history, and to your point, to Bruschi and Ray Lewis and Patrick Willis and
Warner,
Warner.
They're like rocking horse shit, aren't they? They're so rare, but they are difference making.
So important.
Yeah,
just like level of intelligence and just controlling it. They'll always have the green stick on the back of their helmet. They're the ones taking instruction, and they're the ones controlling everything on the field. You're right. You get one of those, and your defense is set.
Now it's great to see. The Chiefs will learn, but
the Chiefs seem rattled, and that's what I liked. It's the first time I've seen them in a long time look rattled.
We're in a battle now in the AFC West as well.
Yeah.
Well, should we stick in the AFC West with?
What's your choice, sir?
Yeah, it is.
With one of the worst games of football that I've ever seen this season. Broncos 18, Texans 15.
Don't really want. I didn't think we'd be talking about this one.
I'm only because it's just. What would you make? This week, if it was more of us here, I'd have the second half of the thing. I'd have done because we're about mid-season questions that were still unanswered. And are the Broncos any good?
Yes,
because the standing says so. The defense, I think, is brilliant. But you watched them this week, and admittedly against a brilliant defense.
I love the Texans defense.
Yeah, I think it's an underrated defense. I know we rate it, but you don't hear many other people talk about it.
The Broncos are 4-0 this year when entering the fourth quarter trailing.
I mean, but that's the form you want.
Yeah,
we get to this point and people go, that's the form of champions.
No,
and it's that I don't agree with. But they are when it matters, they're doing it. And
I think that says. For me, this says a lot about culture within that team. And again, let's compare them to the Bengals. The Broncos do just enough to find a way to win.
Yeah.
The Bengals do just enough to find a way to lose.
Yes.
Like they can't figure that out. And they can go off and score 42 points, and that's great. But they're conceding 47, and the defense hasn't got the culture that they want to win. Whereas all across the Broncos team, from offense through to defense, they're there to win games. And if it means winning by 3 points and a really ugly win against the Texans in Houston, that's okay.
Yeah.
But they have just good, solid players in that Broncos defense.
Good, solid coaching as well.
They have a good solid and the best quarterback in the league.
That helps.
Which is a thing. But
you take
the difference between the two teams this week is the Broncos had 5 good plays. The Texans had 1.
But also,
that's the difference between winning and losing. And there is a lot of bad offense around in the league. We talked about some good teams here, but there's a lot of crap with some good records, and like the Broncos just haven't, they have a good coach, they have enough to pull it out, but yeah.
but if
I'm curious where, for instance, Griff and Gary put them in their power rankings and
Gary's
stuff.
never liked them.
Yeah,
I don't trust them. We said about it before we were recording. They're 7-2, but I don't trust them. Bo Nix is a great quarterback, but to be under 50% and 173 yards, I mean, that's a great defense, but just their top receiver had 51 yards.
Yeah.
Have you heard of RJ Harvey?
Yeah, he's pretty decent.
yeah. But bizarrely,
Not me.
not as much. Even though I think he did score a hat trick the week before, but on a designed play, I think. And when it mattered, Sutton absolutely blew past Stingley, didn't he? For that one.
Stingley's so good.
Stingley's good, but Sutton beat him for one play.
The two games they lost this year are by combined 4 points.
Oh, they contrived to lose those games as well.
And it was at the Colts, 29-28.
They should have won.
That was probably a shock. And it was at the Chargers, 23-20.
Yeah.
They've beaten some good teams. They've gone to Philadelphia and they've won there. I'm not saying Cowboys are a good team, but they were able to stop that offense.
They're a very inconsistent team. The Cowboys could win a game and you wouldn't be surprised.
But you're right, they do just enough to win. And even as a fan, as a pundit, as whatever, you can't deny the fact that, a team that does just enough to win is a team that's 7-2 and getting probably a favourite to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah. But they're just so far, every game this season, I come away with more questions about the Broncos than when I started, and I just find them weird. And anyway, but pick a good game, Jim, comparatively.
God, in comparison, I've got many to pick from.
I have one loaded in the chamber, if not.
Oh no, I've got one. Don't worry, because I'm going to go to my original pick before I got forced to pick the Bengals, which is the Panthers 16, the Green Bay Packers 13.
What I had loaded in the chamber. Good,
because this is funny, and I don't know what to make of the Packers at the moment because. This is the opposite to the Broncos, isn't it? They just can't seem to do enough to win. And all right, they've only lost a couple of games, but this is a game at home against the Panthers. You'll say that again. This is a game at home against the Panthers,
So bad.
who aren't a very good team. Yeah, they've showed. I mean, they're 5-4 now, so
They're feisty,
but
they're not good.
a lot of us, me included, had the Packers doing very well this year. I had them going to the Super Bowl because I thought Jordan Love actually was pretty decent. They got an array of wide receivers that he can throw to. They've got a good running game. They improved the defense. They went out and got Micah Parsons as well. That made it even better. Where's the weakness?
Yeah.
It turns out the weakness just seems to be in the fact that they can't finish games.
Yeah.
And I don't think they really even started this game. Some of the interceptions, or the interception that Jordan Love threw was just terrible.
It was dumb, wasn't it?
And the Panthers came in with the right attitude. They were battling. They were tough. They were physical. They got their touchdown in the end. 2 touchdowns from Rico Dowdle.
But they knew what works and they stuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rico Dowdle looked like an absolute stud.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He obviously, I think he's been carrying an injury. That's why
he only got 130 yards and not 180 yards. Yeah.
That's why Chuba Hubbard's been in more the last couple of weeks, isn't it? But he's still he's brilliant. And yeah, the getting the apology from
Keegan Michael.
Yeah, because he only did 2 pumps, which fine. But
the smile on the ref's face, that's what made it.
Yeah, he knew.
I just want to call out that the Panthers. Firstly, I just like the Panthers fans being positive One of my favourite things this week is just the number of Panthers fans I've seen on Instagram coming out and going, Are we actually good?
No. But you're fine. Like, you're better than what everyone thought you'd be.
Did any of us think they'd have 5 wins at this point in the season? Or throughout the whole season?
I did think they'd have a half-decent season. But this is way outstripping what I thought of where they'd be. Like, above 500.
Yeah. No one would have circled this game as a winning game for them. Like,
I never trust any team that has Tommy Tremble on their roster.
is he still there?
He is.
Yeah. They are...
Great stat line.
1 target, no catches.
Yeah, no receptions, no yards, no touchdowns.
The Packers' offense now Tucker Kraft's gone.
Yeah, that's a huge loss.
Yeah.
My fantasy team.
Yeah. But he's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, no,
he is
he's
their
great.
best catcher.
Yeah, he's been their leading receiver. But I think part of that is down to the fact that they have got all these wide receivers who there isn't a number one receiver. There isn't a number one receiver.
Matthew Golden hasn't been that great this season.
He had a bit of an injury, didn't he, this week? But
He did have an injury, but...
Romeo Stubbs has been decent.
Yep.
And I've always liked Christian Watson, and he had a couple of good catches.
They're all... Are they sort of all quite similar? They're all quite wee and quick and...
Yeah.
Like...
But haven't they always been?
Jordy Nelson he was a bit more physical.
But
Even Devontae Adams would go up and catch the ball.
Was a physical
He's a physical player. These guys aren't as...
They're going to outrun you rather than...
Yeah. And I do think they just need a bit more physicality. And Tucker Kraft going is bad. But also, I thought that every time watching this on via Red Zone, so every time it went to the Packers, it seemed like they were throwing behind the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. So, or they were throwing it 40 yards to nobody.
Yeah, it was desperate. Everything seemed to be desperate.
It was desperate. It reminded me of, and this is not a nice place for me to go. It reminded me of Russell Wilson at the Giants, where everything was either
moon ball.
It's like, yeah, we're going to throw it minus 2 yards, or we're going to throw it over everyone. And Jordan Love's better than that. Mm-hmm. And I thought LaFleur was better than that. But maybe, in some weeks, maybe you feel cursed and nothing's going right. But I was really disappointed with this. Do
you know what the most disappointing part of the game was for me? Whoever decided the Packers should be dressed as turds.
Yeah, the throwback things were.
I didn't like those throwback uniforms.
I quite liked the helmet that looked like it was leather.
I like the detail on it.
Yeah, fine, yeah. But the rest of it, I hated it.
Yeah,
but
they look like turds.
Yeah, I quite liked the fact that most of the throwback uniforms are great.
The Giants ones.
Oh, the Giants ones are so lovely.
But the Giants one last year, the red one,
that was so bad.
Was appalling. And when a throwback uniform is worse than that, I get a little bit happy because I'm like, yes, no longer the worst. Because even the Steelers bees.
Oh, I don't like those either.
No, I don't like them, but I
feel like I know we're getting off topic. The Steelers and the Green Bay Packers uniforms are fucking amazing. I love them.
Well,
they're standard.
So simple.
The colours are just brilliant. The black and yellow and the green and yellow, amazing. Don't fuck with that. Don't change it. You don't need a throwback uniform because you're basically wearing a throwback uniform.
Yeah.
Because they're the colours you're famous for being in. And you haven't changed it, and that's great.
Yep, no, love it. I'm all in favour. And we don't need it. This just seemed like glittering a turd.
Pick a game.
Oh, pick a game.
So
there's one game here that I'm surprised. There's 2 games here I'm surprised haven't come up.
So I'd like to go into divisional, and I'd like to go for the Vikings Lions.
It's one of the ones I expected to come up. Yes.
So the Vikings won.
Yes, 27-24.
And also it's just this was JJ McCarthy.
Yep.
And I thought he looked okay. This is a great defense he's playing. But also, there's this other part that I'm sure we've mentioned it before. If you give me Aaron Jones, Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, you should look good.
Yeah, but we
said
gave that to Carson. We gave that to Carson Wentz. Admittedly, he didn't have Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is just back from injury.
Carson Wentz has no knees.
And Carson Wentz,
JJ McCarthy has no knee.
They gave him Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and then went, but to make up for this, we're going to take away your shoulders. We want to see you crying by week 3. And yeah, JJ McCarthy was the best version of what I thought JJ McCarthy was going to be. Like, some of the passes were actually bad, dumb, but some of them were really good. And, how many people beat the fucking Lions? Very few at the moment.
Very few.
But,
Yeah, all right. I thought he was fine. I feel like he's Alex Smith.
Yeah,
Which is
that's fine.
fine. I think he's probably got more talent around him than Alex Smith probably ever had anywhere.
I think Alex Smith gets a rough ride,
I like Alex Smith.
Yeah. Well, I think we're saying that Justin Jefferson is better than Jeremy Maclin here.
Yeah.
So
Jeremy Maclin gets a rough ride here.
Jamie McCarthy will be on the Dalton line, won't he?
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever going to be that quarterback where he levels up the talent around him. He needs talent around him.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
Yes. Darnold. Geno Smith at the Seahawks.
But
Not
also-
Geno Smith now.
Also,
It's terrible.
haven't we been
Like
lucky? Haven't we been lucky with this generation of quarterbacks that's come through? Like your Mahomes, your Josh Allen. They're freaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't.
Justin Herbert.
There was a and there's people at a lesser level. Yeah, you're right.
We had the early 2000s ones with Brady, Ben,
Manning.
Rivers, etc., who spanned effectively 2 generations, because the next lot that came through were RG3,
crashed and burned while those
Luck,
other guys went out.
and they came in. They either crashed and burned, or they just weren't physically up for it. And suddenly, the next generation, you got Mahomes, Allen, and Brady and Big Ben are still there.
But
And
you are seeing you're right. You are seeing a few new faces, like Drake May is having an unbelievable season. JJ McCarthy's a couple of games he's played, he's having a good season. He'll probably go on to get better.
yeah,
Drake May isn't that dynamic freak in terms of like throw power or reading the game. He's a game manager and a very good one. But I don't think
he's
game
got legs.
I think he's a little bit more.
But I think game managers become an insult, which is silly because it's actually
you are right.
that should be a positive.
Yeah.
I think kind of when we look at rookie quarterbacks coming in, we're expecting them to either be Jaden Daniels from last season, or CJ Stroud in his rookie season, absolutely fucking amazing, or we're expecting them to be Justin Fields.
Yeah.
And I think we get caught up in they're either brilliant or they're bad, and there's a massive middle, which we kind of forget a little bit, and I don't think we should, because it takes time. How many rookie quarterbacks won the Super Bowl? Never. It doesn't happen.
Yeah. No.
Like, very rarely does it happen when they're in their rookie contract.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like the best Super Bowl winners,
Mahomes,
yeah.
Mahomes and Bobo was in his rookie contract when he got to the Super Bowl.
Ben,
yeah. Russell Wilson.
unlimited.
Brady.
Yeah.
But that's 20 years. But it's rare.
It's rare.
What we've done is mention the freaks.
Yeah. Peyton Manning didn't.
Yeah.
And Peyton Manning's first season was disgrace.
He still holds the record for most interceptions in a rookie year. And I think
But they got time. But this is Manning got time because they knew how good he was.
Yeah. And if he's the thing, he just has to look across the road, across the field at Goff, who came in, had some heat, and then suddenly, not every quarterback and their progress is linear.
No. Yeah,
You'd like it.
That's a very good point.
You'd like it to be year one so good, then year two, and it's a steady, and it isn't like that. It's
Unless
so
your name
rare.
is Patrick Mahomes.
Well, even Mahomes, like when he came the first year, we were like, well, he's going to sit, and
Well, the first year he did sit, didn't he?
Yeah,
Behind
one
Alex
game,
Smith.
played one game, and in that one game was very,
Trepidatious.
yeah. And then week one of this season 2, he comes out and I think he's like throwing 50-yard bombs to Tyreek Hill. And you're like, fucking hell, like, and for a few years it was quite level, really.
Yeah.
And now we're actually seeing a downward slide
in the last couple of years.
because physically, it takes a toll.
You mentioned it, I know we laugh about it, but Justin Herbert, his rookie year, brilliant. He's probably dropped off. And probably picking back up now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Because, all right, he hasn't got the talent around him at the moment, but he is dragging the Chargers to wins.
Yeah.
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I know, but it was the example that came to my head. Matt Stafford, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so rare that it's season by season they get better and better. That it's peaks and valleys.
I mean, also, if you saw like Sam Darnold's performance chart year on year, that is a roller coaster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's and so hopefully it was a good game this week.
Defense balled out.
But he's helped by suddenly Flores' defense looked like it had juice again.
Also,
had Van Ginkel again. I think he's huge for that defense.
This is the thing. Brian Flores is an old head, and you've also just got some great old heads in that team, like Harrison Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Javon Hargrave.
Yeah.
Hargrave was great.
He was great.
Jonathan Allen.
Andrew Van Ginkel. He's been around the block a few times. Yeah, Jonathan Allen. Yeah, they've got some.
Fabian Moreau. Been in the league for years.
Yeah.
They've just got old heads, and they are. I mean, you've also got some young players like Dallas Turner, who's okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's an aura that comes with a Brian Flores defense, isn't there?
Yeah. God, imagine if he stayed where he was head coach. Imagine where they'd be right now. Probably they might turn up for meetings at least.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't dare miss a fucking meeting with him.
Yeah, fucking hell. So, for the Lions, some weeks you just lose. I'm
not concerned.
I'm not concerned. No, they don't play Flores' defense every week.
When your quarterback is 25 or 37 for 2 touchdowns, 300 yards, you've got 2 receivers on damn near 100 yards, and your defense has pulled up 5 sacks. Yeah, sometimes it's just not your week.
Yeah. And we'll continue with that when we go to Indianapolis Colts 20, Pittsburgh Steelers 27. The most expensive defense in the league turned up, and they gave Daniel Jones nightmares.
We got Giants.
It was a bit Giants Jonesy, and which is what was it, 5 turnovers?
6, I think. Yeah, 6. 3 interceptions, 3 fumbles. 5 for Daniel Jones, though.
5, yeah. They 5 sacks. It just looked like. But we're
forgetting the one thing here, and I think we're too quick to go on Daniel Jones here. 50 attempts.
Yeah,
you've made
ridiculous.
That guy try and throw the ball 50 times.
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor's only had 14 carries.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, they're chasing the game, weren't they?
Yeah,
like they were 17-7 down. They were further down. Actually, the scoreline flatters them a little bit. I don't think they were quite this far in it. I want to flip it about a little bit though, because 6 turnovers, and you're only winning by 7 points.
Yeah.
Yes, the defense absolutely balled out and gave that offense the ball plenty of times. And you look at his stat line, Aaron Jones' stat line's fine, decent, but you only threw 1 touchdown.
21 of the points that the Steelers got came off the turnovers. On their own, it's a good defense in Indianapolis. Lou Anarumo has been transformative.
Got better.
It's getting slightly better. I think it's like the Lions. Some weeks you just get beat.
Yeah.
Like it's a short season, but it's also a long season, which sounds so dumb. I apologize, but you look back last year, and the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl, and one week they lost to the Jets.
Yeah,
and you're like Zach Wilson Jets.
Yeah, what the fuck happened there?
You're like,
no, it's a fair. But I think Paul's right. Like there was too much put on Daniel Jones this week. Not enough put on. Okay, yes, you're chasing the game, but it's Jonathan Taylor.
It is.
Like he's gonna break off a run.
He's MVP quality.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you could ever give it to a quarterback, but yeah, it's just it. The Colts go to Germany, so how well they travel, we'll see.
but they get a break, which I think will help them.
Yeah, but for the Colts, move on. Hopefully Jones, even as someone who's been audibly saying all season, Giants Jones will come and show at some point. Hopefully he'll recover, because I think as well what the Colts have done this week is show that they are fully behind him. Even if
Who's the backup? Richardson.
Well, Anthony Richardson.
yeah.
So
It's Jones or nothing. It's Jones or a running back.
we put a scarecrow in the backfield. Could you just do the wildcat repeatedly, Jonathan, please?
Yeah. Jim, do you want to pick
Right.
our penultimate pick for this week?
Going head over heart a little bit here.
Wiley Leonard is the backup because
Oh God, yeah, he was a rookie, isn't he?
Yes, I think you're right.
Richardson's on IR.
Of course he is. That's literally his main position.
Yeah, he's
Institutional reserve.
just lying on a
All right.
massage table.
Let's go with Cardinals 27, Cowboys 17.
I love it.
And let's go with the fact that Jacoby Brissett is actually now the number one quarterback in Arizona now. Rightly so, because Kyler Murray's not very good. I'm gonna take the role of Griff here, and I've always agreed with Griff on this one. Kyler Murray's dog shit. I don't care how little entertaining he is. He's not an NFL quarterback anymore. Not a starting one anyway.
I did say to Griff that this was the second time in 18 games that the Cardinals have won a game without Kyler Murray. But I think that just says more about who they've had. Like, they've been using Colt McCoy and some absolute dingleberries as
Dingleberries.
To be fair, like Captain Neck, Mike Glennon.
Yeah, it's been an absolute shit show to a backup quarterback, and Jacoby Brissett is
Geno Smith.
yeah, and what we learn again, the Cowboys can't defend.
But on the flip side, they couldn't attack on this game either.
No, at least I had some hope for the Cardinals coming into this year, because I thought, well, Kyler, whether you like him or not, I think he's a serviceable quarterback. At least he's fun. A lot of my prediction was based on James Conner running in touchdowns from 6 yards, but that defense.
God, I just got up the list of the last 15 starting QBs for the Cardinals.
Go on.
Colt McCoy.
Yep.
Trace McSorley.
God, I forgot about Trace McSorley.
David Blau.
David Blau. That name again is David Blau.
The Pastronaut.
Of course, yes.
Clayton Tune.
God, I forgot about Clayton Tune. Yeah.
Blaine Gabbert.
Okay, yeah.
Drew Stanton.
Well, I think these are now pre
The-
Kylo, aren't they?
Yeah,
Even so.
but there's still some crap ones. Like Sam Bradford.
Yeah.
God, that's going back some, isn't it?
And Captain Neck himself, Mike Lennon.
Of course, McLennan. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you with that. It's just
No,
why they stink.
They are bad. But yeah, now Gannon. Because when in the post match, I think Bricette's like, well, if they need me, I'm there. Gannon is being more coy about it now, isn't he? So, and good, because make him have a decision.
They've looked a lot better with Brissett under centre.
Yeah.
And this week they got more out of Marvin Harrison.
About to say, yeah.
Under centre. Suddenly he had a game where actually he looks like that proper wide receiver, not just a bit part player. The Cowboys' defense is bad.
It is bad, but yeah.
It's not Bengals bad. It's not far off.
No.
The new standard of poor.
Bengals bad.
It's bad, but is it Bengals bad?
Yeah. I've seen quite a lot of the route Marvin Harrison runs for his touchdown that basically
breaks the guy's ankles.
Damon Bland's legs into bows. It's incredible, but yeah, 7 catches, 96 yards. That's good.
Yeah, touchdown.
But for
Trey McBride as well,
Brilliant.
fucking go find a proper team, mate. It'll be amazing. Good, yeah.
Go to Green Bay.
Go to Green Bay. They'd yeah. And yeah, Dallas just looked lost.
They've always looked okay.
Yeah.
Over the last year, on the offensive side of the ball, but this week they just. And this isn't to say that Arizona have got a brilliant defense. I don't think they have. I think they're not Bengals bad, but they're not a bad defense.
They're feisty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Gannon gets. They are more than the sum of their parts, which is not what a lot of defenses can say.
No, absolutely.
Also, they've got some incredible length on that defense.
Class Campbell there.
He is.
Yes. Yeah. I just got distracted there because Griff was texting me. So yeah. But yeah, no. Dak's gone from
MVP.
potential MVP, to
A little bit average.
just being sort of what his detractors say about Dak, and it's a shame because he was balling for 6 weeks and then it's all gone a bit wrong. But
He's Kirk Cousins with better PR.
yeah, and
He's Kirk Cousins, but he's cool.
Yes.
I just keep seeing more and more videos of Joe Milton and Cowboys fans going, "Give him a go."
No.
You're like, no.
That's silly.
But
for our entertainment.
For our entertainment, yeah, great. I mean, I love it.
I want to see CD Lamb get overthrown by 30 yards. I want to see a man throw a ball out the stadium.
But yeah, Paul, do you want to pick the last game?
It would be my absolute pleasure to take you into what I like to call a game nobody wanted overtime for.
Go on. Let's
It's pretty rare that we feature
deep dive.
both these teams, to be fair.
Jacksonville 30, Las Vegas 29 in why?
Do you know how bad this is? Me and Griff couldn't remember who won on Tuesday.
I'll be honest, I went to bed before this finished. So I was like, fuck that.
This went to overtime and it still has 7 minutes less footage in highlights than the Bears Bengals.
Wasn't it almost nil? Yeah, it was 6-3 at half time, but after the first quarter it was 0-0, and I was like, this could stay 0-0.
Yeah.
I honestly thought this wasn't the Raiders that they lose a game 3-0 once.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I was like, this has got one. It felt like that. So when I woke up in the morning, I was actually surprised that it was 30-29.
I know Geno Smith's got a lot of shit this season, but 29 of 39, 284, 4 touchdowns and a pick.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you get Brock Bowers back.
What a player.
Yeah.
Oh, he's incredible. He's like literally, yeah. he makes an offense. Both quarterbacks in this game. If you're a Lawrence fan or a Geno fan, and there are those out there. I was a Geno fan. You could go out and say actually you can see a lot in this game that was really good. If you're a Geno or a Lawrence detractor, you can come out this game and saying the picks were two of the dumbest plays I've ever seen in my life from both quarterbacks, and that they're both shit. That's like, once again, in fact, fuck it. Next week we're doing our unanswered. We're going to come up with unanswered questions that we still have on this season, because the perennially unanswered question I can find is Trevor Lawrence good?
I've always been a bit of a defender of him because
same.
I think he has got talent. Like, he showed it in college. There was a reason he was hyped so much.
Yep.
He was brilliant. He led Clemson to a national championship.
That playoff season was brilliant.
He has shown flashes of being a good quarterback. But it's getting really hard to defend the guy because he keeps fucking up. No matter who the fucking coach is now, it's like, well, you've now got an offensive coach who got the best out of Baker Mayfield we've ever seen.
You've had a Super Bowl winning head coach.
You've had a Super Bowl winning head coach, and you've had Urban Meyer.
So you had a holiday at one point.
But you're still unable to pull a team. Okay, yes, you won. They won the game.
They won the game.
You're still unable really to drag a team kicking and screaming like Josh Allen would.
Yeah, no.
They've got the same record as the Steelers.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I mean, they've got a winning record.
Yeah.
But they're just...
Well, one of the reasons is they're playing teams like the Raiders.
I mean,
and they play the Titans. And
the Texans.
The Texans,
Panthers,
who are bad teams.
They beat
But
the Panthers, they beat the 49ers, they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah. They're weird.
Yeah, I can't figure them out. I think the defense is playing better this year than it was last year. The offense maybe is a bit better, but I'm starting to lose a bit of faith in Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's quite sad for me.
It is. Anyway, well, elsewhere, going on to look at the Pats beat the Falcons, which it was by a point.
Yeah, it's closer than I thought.
Closer than I thought. They wasted an absolutely electric Drake London performance.
Yes. 3 or 4 unbelievable catches.
Yeah. He could have... remember that month in the Premier League when it was goal of the month and everyone was by Bergkamp?
Yeah.
He could have... Literally, for our sweetest play of the week, everyone could have been Drake London. The Ravens on Thursday night... demolished the Dolphins. The Ravens. The Ravens are back. The Dolphins are just what we thought they were. Niners beat the Giants 34-24. Yep.
Christian McCaffrey ran all over you.
Yeah, and that's what you can do on our team. Some appalling tackling there as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Chargers beat the Titans. Some absolutely gorgeous throws from Herbert. Saints Saints lost to the Rams. Rams are looking really good.
Really good this year.
Seahawks were absolutely electric, beating the Commanders, but the Commanders were not very good. And
Jason Daniels has got apparently it's not too bad.
Not as bad as they hoped. So he could be back.
It's incredible seeing the angle it bends at.
It was it was horrible to watch. But yeah.
But the Seahawks got 24 points in the second quarter.
Yeah.
That won the game.
Yeah. The Commanders have come into this season with an old defense. They made some calls in the off-season, they were good last year. Let's bring them back, and they've just got too old.
Breaking news. Kyler Murray has been moved to IR.
Ooh. So Brissett, 4 weeks at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go make yourself some money, mate. Paul.
Is there a new version of Call of Duty out?
There is.
Yeah.
Next week.
It is coming out soon.
I think it's next week.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is.
Oh,
Wow, they've shut him down preemptively.
nice.
Clever.
One
Well
thing
done.
I do want to call out with the Seahawks, because I've been a bit of a detractor of him previously. Jackson Smith and Jigba. What a season that guy is having.
Yeah, no, he's having a
Next
great-
week, when there's more of us here, we'll do our mid-season awards, and I would be for Offensive Player of the Year. I'd like to hear arguments about some players over Jackson Smith and Jigba, because basically I can only think of maybe 3 I'd have over him.
He's close to 1,000 yards after 9 games.
Yeah.
What a player. And also, for someone who had to, DK Metcalf's gone, they needed him to...
Yeah.
Step up.
Yeah.
No, brilliant. Anyway, we'll take a break, and we'll come back and talk trades. Okay, welcome back, guys and gals. I assume there were female listeners, although I doubt it. I assume there's listeners,
You really
although I
did
doubt
go.
it. Jeez.
We appreciate all 3 of you.
Yeah. And there are female listeners. Thanks, Mom. I'm sorry I used the C word earlier.
Colts.
Yeah. She hates Justin Herbert. She hates the Chargers. So, trade deadline has been and passed. And there's been a lot of picks spent, players traded. And I guess we better start with the New York Jets, who obviously didn't play this week, but they have traded
Everything.
so Sauce Gardner
Cost
has
you everything.
Sauce Gardner's gone to the Colts for 2 first-round picks
And Adonai Mitchell.
and AD Mitchell.
Who he played cornerback?
Yeah. I mean, AD Mitchell's one of those college players that I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be fucking awesome. And it hasn't really.
But he
kicked off.
went to the Colts. So
Yeah,
Yeah, let's be fair.
yeah. And now he's playing with Justin Fields. So maybe next year.
They still shit them.
But 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner, and I think part of me is like, it feels expensive, especially because it's they're taking on the contract, but for the Colts, basically most of this year's paid. Next year's quite cheap. It's 2 years down the line where the cost comes in because he signed his new deal. And you could effectively argue that the Jets have paid $15 million for their picks that have come for them. And what the Colts have done is just make a defense that's been very, very good this season even better. And Lou Anarumo cannot believe his luck that he could have been, if he hadn't been fired, he could have been trying to convince Cam Taylor-Britt to not be an absolute dickhead and do some defending and teaching that battle how to tackle a player. And now he's got like Bynum, Rogers, all like this great secondary
Great secondary.
that was already good and is now got Sauce Gardner to add into it just to create more havoc. And are they just thinking, well, this could be our year? And someone like Sauce Gardner could be the difference between a playoff victory against the Bills or the Chiefs and not, because we think we've got our guy now at quarterback. We have a really good running back. The O-line's pretty good. The defensive front's pretty good. They still got DeForest Buckner, who was the last player they traded for. It's just not very Colts. They don't normally spend big like this. Like DeForest Buckner was a first-round pick.
Yep.
They traded, but normally they're homegrown guys. The rest of the
yeah, but I think they've got good players, but Sauce Gardner is kind of that stud player.
X-factor.
And you look at the stats for Gardner, he is still a hell of a player. All right, he's not that dynamic player he was in his rookie season. But I think people got wise to him, and also 45% of the time he's in coverage, he's covering a number one receiver.
Yeah.
So he's always playing against their best player. So I think it's great. I think he's going to be absolutely fantastic there, because you've also got Kenny Moore.
Yep.
As a corner there, who I think is severely underrated. And if Charvarius Ward comes off IR, the three of those are going to be terrifying.
It's more first-round picks than Sauce Gardner has had interceptions in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But that's not his game.
No.
It doesn't have to be
he had a great first year. And then the next few years have been... I don't think he's been as good. Now, you mentioned about the amount it cost. That 2 first-round picks is what Ramsey effectively gave the Jags for Jalen Ramsey, and that's what the comparison is, and what it always will be. I think that's just the cost of buying what I think is a top-tier cornerback. I agree. I think Sauce Gardner is a talent. You can take away from his stats, but quarterbacks don't want to throw his way because they know he's good.
Yeah.
And the defense gets better. I think for the Jets, and we're going to talk about it a bit more in a minute, no doubt. They're not very good, obviously.
No.
They haven't got a quarterback of the future in Justin Fields, because that experiment's done and done. Like,
yeah, it was worth a go, because people kept saying
worth
telling us
a try. It's fine. It's not worked. You get a lot of money off the salary cap. I think this, and let's talk about like Quinton Williams obviously gone to the Cowboys as well. That's another first round pick in 2027. Sorry, and a second round in 2026. I think it says to me that they are all in on this coaching team.
Yeah,
because they've now, and let's not rule out Woody Johnson doing something Jets-esque and firing the whole coaching team and giving a new coaching team.
Yes,
you're going to have to say, right, well, we're going to use all this draft capital to build the team that you want to coach and you want to run. And that will include a quarterback. That will include some sort of defensive edge rusher, I expect, and potentially another cornerback or something like that. Or because the two pieces they didn't trade, Garrett Wilson's obviously coming off IR, so tougher to trade, and Breece Hall, who people were sniffing around for.
Yeah,
and his contract runs out at the end of this year.
Yeah, apparently they wanted a third rounder for him, and effectively, as well. Like, I think one of the teams interested was the Patriots. From the sounds of it,
Chiefs were interested as well.
But yeah, I think third round for what is effectively a 10-game rental for a good team is rich, and I can see why they balked at that. Even though I do think Breece Hall's a pretty good player, but you can get him for free in 12 weeks' time.
Unless you're a running back away from going to the Super Bowl, which very few teams are.
Yeah.
It's
no, it's
inconsent.
You can see why the Chiefs were interested, because they are running back off being a really good team again, and the best bit, of course, was following Breece Hall's Twitter timeline, who he was desperate to leave.
Yeah. Well, you can't blame him.
Yeah. I mean, you are watching, effectively, the team being dismantled.
Yeah. And you're not going to be part of it, because you're probably not getting a contract.
Well, if he hasn't been signed up, he's not getting a contract.
No. So he's now got, 9 games where just don't get injured.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, and someone who's got him on your fantasy team, I've got him on all my fantasy teams. I'm like, I kind of like a guy who's more committed right now, but c'est la vie. So that's, as we've gone into deep on Sauce, Quinnen Williams, so first round pick.
The first thing I'm annoyed of with this is how the NFL reported it. So
I saw you
the
said
Jets have traded for Mazzie Smith. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
No, they did not. In no way did New York pick up the phone to the Cowboys and go, hey, that defensive tackle no one's heard of. Can we have him?
It's a first-round pick.
But we'll give you a 3-time All-Pro defensive tackle and a first and a second. That didn't happen.
No. And the weird thing is as well,
I don't know why it annoyed me so much.
it is weird. Do you know what the Jets did really well? They didn't let everyone know that Quinn Williams had requested a trade.
Really? I didn't even know.
No, I listened. Literally, I was listening to Diana Rossini on the way here today, and she was like, "The Jets did really well getting a first-round pick for this guy, and a first and a second, and Mazzie Smith, because he'd requested a trade, and basically he was desperately wanted out, and basically there were quite a few players, not just the Jets, but all around the league, who requested trades, but they don't want to make it public mid-season." Because they don't want to basically lose the fan base and stuff like that. Quinn Williams was, I'd imagine most of the Jets now quite desperate to leave.
Yeah, understandable.
And the Jets got a good deal for that.
I like the deal that the Jets got for him. I think that's absolutely fine. You're paying a lot to an interior defensive lineman in a team that's losing who's not going to make any difference.
Yep.
I really hate it for the Cowboys.
Yeah, same.
Because I think you've overpaid for
Yeah.
a 28-year-old defensive tackle on a high contract when you've got a negligible chance of making the playoffs, realistically. I feel like they got so much shit for trading away Micah Parsons that Jerry Jones was desperate to do something to try and appease the crowd. And this is the thing he could. So they've given away one of those first round picks that they would have been able to use, and they brought in a player who's probably not going to be there in 2 years' time.
So fucking mad.
Jerry Jones probably won't be either.
Oh no, Jerry Jones is a cockroach. He will last forever. Unfortunately, Cowboys fans, he can't be killed by conventional means. It's
always like Larry Hagman on his 15th heart.
Exactly, yeah. It's
third liver.
Like the whole thing. Whatever you say about the Quinn Williams trade, it is expensive and everything. You saw it come through, and you're just like, they really should have paid Micah Parsons last summer, shouldn't they? When it wouldn't have cost them $47 million to use it. All you've done is basically saved yourself $17 million and got
a
first round pick for it. And
got a player who's not going to be as impactful.
Yeah. I mean, Quinn Williams, a player I love. Great player.
Good player, yeah.
Great player.
How many defensive tackles make a difference on a team? And I can think of 2 recently.
It's
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
And Chris Jones.
Chris Jones, yeah. Yeah.
Right, there are other great defensive tackles, but they're usually paired with a great edge rusher as well.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's how they make an impact. Those are the only 2 defensive tackles that on their own have wrecked defenses since we've been watching it.
I mean, statistically, Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah,
but he's in a bad team.
Yeah.
But yeah, those guys win, and
don't
like
it for the Cowboys.
I don't like it, but hey, it's like, hey, open the box. It could be a boat.
Wide receiver trade that we did like. Rashid Shaheed going to the Seahawks for Saints.
Yep.
4th and a 5th round pick.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it for both teams. The Saints aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously going into a rebuild. Get some extra draft capital and see what you can do. Seahawks, we're going to come and talk to them about it when it comes to the power rankings. They are a good team. Jackson Smith and Jigba now has company.
Yeah, and also it frees up their tight ends because I really like...
Well done. Yeah. But I think, Shahid's been one of those sneakily quite decent little productive players. I like it.
The thing is,
Do you know what I think? I think in the regular season, I think what they do is they just keep feeding
Chris Olave,
Smith and Jigba.
Sorry.
Where it'll be is in the end of the season, where you remember when the Bucks won, and suddenly in the playoffs, when they're beating like the Packers, you're like, who the fuck's Scotty Miller? And what you're doing is you're in games where a good defense will be able to say, do you know what? Actually, we can lock down Smith and Jigba. But there's this one bloke who is, I think he's multifaceted. You know, he's not just a go ball, but his go ball is fucking brilliant. And as well, he's there with Kubiak, who knew how to use him last year. So I like it.
Another piece that the Saints got rid of, offensive tackle, Trevor Penning going to the Chargers. The Chargers going through offensive tackles like we're going through this box of snacks.
And hey, beggars can't be choosers. Like I'm not Penning.
Absolutely.
Penning's just going to add some penalties onto that offensive line, but hey, it's a body. And do you know what? A potentially bad offensive lineman going to a John Harbaugh team. You're like, well, actually, he'll probably make something.
Out, be all right.
Yeah,
if he can stay fit. But let's talk about the team that always do the best business when it comes to trades.
I mean, he's going to be great at guard when Alton Slater come back.
Yeah. Well, they say he can play both positions, can't he? But Howie does it again.
So
Fucking bastard.
He picks up Jalen Phillips, the edge rusher from Miami, for a 3rd round pick, and they get Jair Alexander from the Ravens. For a 6th round pick, and a 7th round pick for next year went the other direction. I mean, those are two. I mean, the Jair Alexander pickup is, I think, that's brilliant.
I just have this image of Roseman just sat there giggling in Philly.
I'd love to be an Eagles fan. I mean, I wouldn't because that'd make me an absolute twat. But I'd love to be an Eagles fan.
Yeah,
because like they just keep pulling off they've already got a decent roster, and then they go and add that to the defense, which started to turn up as well. And they've got Vic Fangio as defensive coordinator, who's brilliant. And now he's got another.
And used to Jalen Phillips. Will know how to use him.
Jalen Phillips. And they've gone from having an all right backfield in Quinn Mitchell and who are the backfields?
Cooper
DeJean, and they've got another cornerback.
Quinion Mitchell and
Cooper DeJean, yeah. And then they add Joe Alexander alongside it, who I think is still. I don't understand why he didn't work at the Ravens, but whatever. We talk about power rankings. The Eagles jumped up in my power rankings when those 2 trades went through.
Yes, same. But any of us that catch your?
There's one that I felt didn't get necessarily the right level of press because it's 2 teams that aren't on fire this year. Dre'Mont Jones going.
I like the
Ravens.
Dre'Mont Jones one. I did wonder if anyone would pick this one out because I like him. I think he's really decent.
Nothing as well. Conditional 5th round pick. Nothing.
Yeah, and that's a guy who's been on fire recently as well.
So big
4.5 sacks in the last 4 games.
And also, he's moving on to. He's got just good, solid players around him, like your Kyle Van Noy, people like that. Just great veterans. Yeah, no, really, really good. We mentioned Hall. Any players you were surprised weren't traded? I've already mentioned Hendrickson.
Olave, actually.
Olave, yeah. Once you got rid of Shahid, you can't.
I think they would have got at least a 2nd round pick for Olave.
I think he's
maybe even
first quality.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I've generally thought the Chiefs would be in. I mean, I guess Rashee Rice has come back now, so that's a wide receiver thing. I thought they would have picked up a running back. Surprised Chuba Hubbard didn't go anywhere.
Yes, same. Maybe because the Panthers are above 500, they're like, well,
It's not risk it. And Rico Dowdle was, like you said, he had a bit of a niggle, didn't he?
Yeah, and they're in the South. Like being above 500 is a playoffs, especially if the Bucks continue to be just walking wounded.
I was very disappointed the Giants didn't go for another wideout. Because we're poor at wide out.
I just don't think
It's
not
not worth it.
It's not worth it.
You're not in a win
Keep-
now position.
Yeah, I think we were shopping people like.
I'm surprised the
Like-
Browns didn't get rid of anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's apparently the Pats were desperate for some defensive line help, but they just kept getting outbid for people. And one of the things of what those the biggest sellers were the Jets, who didn't want to move people to the Pats. And even then, the other big seller was Phillips, who isn't going to move to the Pats. So it's just one of the things. I think the Bills and the Pats were keen, but they just couldn't find the right targets. And they're one of the few teams that are in the win now position. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen the Bills go out and get a pass catcher and a larvae starter type.
It's just not what they do.
It isn't what they do. Although last year they did go out and get Cooper, didn't they?
Marc Cooper last year.
But he was old. It is older, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, power rankings.
Yay.
Woo! So, we did our we did it at week 4, and now we're doing it at week 9. Gary hasn't. Gary missed the message, so he hasn't got his in. He's going to give me his tomorrow, so we can at least.
Well, that helps.
So we can't do it live, but he can at least feed in what he's thinking.
I heard he picked the Bills at 11.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
So, 1 second. I'm just putting it all together because, I like a bit of a statistical deep dive. So, admittedly, so Paul, your first go, you tried to do this with an AI.
Multiple.
Tried to get AI to do your bidding. How did that go?
Terribly.
Do you want to tell us where they had the Bills?
11th.
Yeah, and you did it again before in the halftime break, and where were they? They'd fallen somehow
To 12.
to 12th.
I also had the Ravens at 29.
I mean, when have the Ravens ever been 29? Sorry.
Never.
Fucking mad. Anyway,
Don't trust the robots.
don't. Yeah, fucking absolute.
Well-
It's coming for our jobs, guys.
So we have the Hall of Good. And just forgive me, I know we're not following up that this week. I asked it for defensive backs who have had a great NFL career but are not in the Hall of Fame. And it gave me a list of them. And I went, are any of these in the Hall of Fame?
We're using ChatGPT.
I asked ChatGPT.
You can't
And it
trust
went-
it.
This is
It gave
Copilot.
me Leroy Butler as number 1. I was like, he's in the fucking Hall of Fame.
But the thing I like is the first one it gave me was Rondé Barber. I was like, okay, are any of these in the Hall of Fame? Yes, I'm glad you asked.
So, this is a really hard. I thought to put this one together. I thought there's 3 or 4 really great teams. There's 6, 7 really bad teams, and then it's a whole lot of
Mess.
middling mess. So, Paul, let's put you first because who do you think is number 1?
The team that I have at number 1 is the Eagles.
And that's the team who come out at number 1. So, yeah, 2 people had them at number 1. 2 people had them at number 2. So they come out about 1.5. But yeah, in our thing, that's 1.
So who's number 2? And did we all have the same people, same teams at 1 and 2?
So, John,
No.
Oh, right, okay.
if I
So
could
number
just say
2.
something, that's mean.
What?
God.
I got that.
It's late.
You can't beat jokes about averages, can you?
No. So, in position 2, we have the Bills.
Yes.
But
Griff didn't put them in the top 3, did he?
Griff had him in.
Or top 2.
Griff had him third.
Yeah, he's wrong.
His team at number 1 was the Los Angeles Rams. He has sent me a message to back this up. I will go get it. He says, I'm a loser, and my opinion means shit.
He speaks the truth.
The Rams, quietly the best team in football right now. Fewest weaknesses over everyone else. So they are very balanced. And he is right. That's why I had them at number 4.
I had them at 3, to be fair.
They are, and Paul, you had them at 6.
That's right.
They are. It's hard to basically say much more. I think they're a very good team. I think they have a weakness. I do think they are. I think they're on at defense. I think they're gettable, but I think they're very, very good. But
They're not Bengals gettable.
But no.
But
Who the fuck is?
I think they're vulnerable at
The
corner.
Bengals are after that Panthers record from last season, aren't they?
Yes, they're gunning for it.
So
Number 4.
they were. I think if they would have done this last week, they might have been 3.
Colts.
It's the Colts. They range from 3rd to 6th. Very, very little difference between them, and they are the second biggest or third biggest gainers in the thing. They've gone. I think they are.
Week 4, we weren't really believing, were we?
No, they are just ahead of the Detroit Lions, and to round out the top 10, the Bucs, the Seahawks, the Chiefs, Patriots, Broncos.
You know, the Patriots have the statistically.
They're all in my top 10.
Yep.
The Patriots statistically are having an amazing season.
Yeah, they really are.
Just outside my top 10 were the Broncos. I've got them 13th because
I'm at 9.
I think they range from
9 to 13.
they range from 4th to 13.
4th.
Massive. Griff's got them at 4.
Well, Griff's wrong.
I do think he's wrong there.
Yeah.
But by the end of the season, I think Nick's might become more settled. He might, but at the moment he's just not in rhythm. It just looks like a sort of an accident waiting to happen. And yeah, those sort of teams that have massive comeback wins as they're doing, I just don't think it's sustainable. So Packers are 11th.
Mm-hmm.
They've dropped. Niners.
That's what happens
12.
when you lose to the Panthers.
Big droppers. Los Angeles Chargers.
It's because I don't trust their quarterback.
I don't trust their injuries.
No. It's their line I don't trust,
Yeah.
but I think the quarterback's very, very good, and I think you need to shut the fuck up. Steelers, 14. Ravens, 15. And once again, I think if this was 2 weeks ago, they might have been
lower,
25th or something. Vikings, 16. Bears, 17.
You're just reading mine.
No.
This is where I've got most of these teams. Wow, we must be really in sync.
The middle of the pack, I'm a bit far off here.
Where Jags, next.
Okay, well, I've got them at 19, not 18.
Yeah.
I have them at 15. They're winning games.
Yeah.
They're just...
Yeah, the thing that they are
win
winning
games.
games.
Yeah.
They might just come good. I just don't believe it. But we did forget to mention Jacoby Myers is a player that got traded. I quite like that. It's just it was felt expensive for a rental as well.
Yeah.
So Panthers 19 ahead of the Cowboys at 20.
Yeah.
Who have got a 20th have still dropped, which is Just
I'd
remember
go
that.
22.
Remember Gary had them at 26 or something last
Yeah, that was a
time.
bit low.
So
He stands by it though.
oh yeah, and
So I respect. but
I
he's still
respect
wrong.
him. I respect him for it, and I don't think he's that wrong
mean, they-
because now I look at it, Dak was playing out his skin, and it just wasn't sustainable.
They have the second worst defense in the league.
Yeah. 21. We got Texans, Cardinals, Falcons, Commanders, Bengals at 25. Now we're into the dross.
I think
'Cause-
these next teams are the dross.
New
We stay in Ohio for the Browns.
Yep.
Then the Raiders. 28 Giants, 29 Dolphins, and then 30 Saints, 31 Jets, and 32 Tennessee Titans. Griff is the only person that not have the Titans at 32. He's got the Jets at 30.
You could make the argument the Titans are better because at least they have got a quarterback.
I mean, also, the Jets
Yeah.
have just traded away
But the
everything.
Jets do
Jets
have a,
have traded away everything they've got.
but they also do have a head coach.
That's true.
So,
But the
yeah.
Titans do have a defense.
biggest droppers are
Darius Slayton. Sorry.
Brian Thomas.
it's Slayton. God, he annoys me. It's the Commanders, which probably not a surprise,
Yeah, that's not a shock.
and the Chargers. Both of them dropped 7-point positions.
Understandable on both cases.
Biggest gainers are the Patriots,
Yep.
who I think at week 4, were, I think probably 2-2, and had lost the Raiders.
And they lost to the Steelers.
Lost the
didn't
Steelers by dropping the ball.
Yeah.
The Lions, the Colts have gained, and the Broncos there as well. Big gain, second biggest gain of the thing by the Panthers, who are, as I say, above 500, even though we're not quite sure how. And the Texans have gone up as well, even though they're still only 21st, because
So
the defense.
Other teams have got worse.
The defense is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens in week 13.
And you have no idea which CJ Stroud is going to turn up, do you?
Well, none. He didn't turn up at all. He probably won't be turning up this week because that looks a bad injury. And Davis Mills. Whatever you think of CJ Stroud, he's better than Davis Mills. Anyway, so prime time predictions.
I don't think I've been doing very well recently.
Who's winning so far?
1 second, I'm just gonna bring that up because I realised I hadn't done that beforehand.
I think you'd have that ready. Wouldn't you?
I like a proper producer should have.
Every week we do it.
I mean, it's
It's a
just...
weekly slot.
Yeah.
So last week, Ravens at Dolphins. We all went with Ravens, apart from
Hello.
one person who went with the Dolphins.
Yes.
For none of us got the
Is that
prediction.
just because you were in Florida at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured the Generals were due.
So yeah, we all got 1 point apart from Paul. Seahawks Commanders. We all went Seahawks, just not by enough. I think the biggest was me, Seahawks by 15, and they won by 24. And we all went with the Cowboys to beat the Cardinals. So
So we're all wrong.
we all got 2 points apart from Paul, who got 1. The biggest loser of the week is the home by 7 bot because
I
the
did
away
really
teams, the home by 7 bot had been catching us all up and passing some of us. Gary has now made ground on the home by 7 bot. So it's Gary at 13, the bot at 14, I'm at 15, Paul and Griff are at 16, but out in front, Jim, you
Yeah, I don't think I was doing very well.
no, the week before you got 2 spot on.
Did I?
So you got 6 points. Which one was it? You got the Packers by 10 and the Chiefs by 21 over the Commanders. And yep, so
There you go.
you are out in front. Everything to lose.
Yeah, literally.
So, week 10, we have
Raiders.
one of the easier, I think, results to pick in the week. Raiders at Broncos.
I am going to say Broncos by 3.
Broncos by 3.
Brock Bowers is back, and also the Broncos don't decimate teams.
Going Broncos by 10.
I mean, Gary's gone Broncos by 17. And you know what? For the sake of entertainment, I hope he's right.
The thing is, however middling Bo Nix has been, that the Broncos defense is legit. It's really, really good. And Geno Smith, I don't think Geno Smith is as bad a player as everyone's making him out to be this season. But I also think he's like the line will give him an absolute meltdown. But I'm going to go by 10. Broncos by 10. So we've gone. Oh, you went with 10, didn't you?
I went 10 as well, yeah.
Well, that's fine.
That's right. Griff's gone Broncos by 14.
By 14. We've all gone by, even the home by 7 bot's gone by Broncos. Steelers at Chargers.
So, for me,
Gary's gone Steelers by 3. Griff's gone Steelers by 3.
I think Steelers by 10. The Chargers have a experimental line
That's a nice way of putting it.
with Mr. Penalty coming in.
So
Trevor Penalty on the line.
Steelers by 10. Jim.
Steelers by 5.
And I'm going to say...
That's diplomacy, that.
I almost went with the Chargers, to be honest with you.
Really?
I do like... I don't want to go against my boy. But I am. I'm going to say Steelers by 7. Eagles at Packers. Will it be the Packers from the Panthers game, or will it be the Packers from the week before who look really, really good?
So Griff's gone Eagles by 6.
And Gary's gone Eagles by 7.
I'm going to go Packers by 7.
Ooh, Jim. He's got points to play with, you know.
I thought I did. That's why I went for the Dolphins.
Should never have gone for the Dolphins, mate.
I'm going to go the Eagles by... Will Saquon be back? That I don't know. I'm going to go the Eagles by 10. Paul, last to go.
Eagles by 1.
Eagles by 1.
Oh, I hope you're right. That'd be a great game. Unless it's 3-2.
Yeah. It's like a safety.
I think that's literally the lowest score you could get.
2 drop goals.
Yeah.
Oh, just imagine that.
Could you imagine the cognoscente just absolutely losing their mind? Anyway, so
We're not here to entertain.
no.
We're here to win.
Week 10. So we've obviously mentioned the primetime games: Broncos, Raiders, Packers, Eagles, Chargers, Steelers. Any of us that looking excited to you? Of course, Colts Falcons is in Germany. So remember to set your lineups early. I think it's a 2:30 game.
Jets Browns.
Jets back will be. What's left of the Jets?
So, carrying on the toilet bowl tradition, Bears Giants.
I mean, that could be good fun. I mean, whatever you say about Dart, this week against the 49ers, he was not helped by our pass catcher's inability to catch. But it was his best game as a pro. He's getting better, but he's not being helped. But neither team can defend
Jets
very well.
Browns, man.
Jets Browns.
Jets Browns.
I mean, it's the lowest of the low, isn't it? They're the 2 worst franchises in the whole league.
That feels like a Shadeur debut coming.
Nah.
That's.
No.
On
I mean, I don't
Niners,
want
Rams.
him to.
Niners Rams is normally quite good fun, isn't it?
Tasty. Bucks Patriots.
Yes.
That'll be a hell of a game.
Yeah. Bucks have had a week off.
Yep.
Hopefully some players to
bit
recover. As well, just find a bit of their mojo again. The last couple of games have been a bit...
I came at a good time for them, I think.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Dolphins going to Buffalo.
God. Bless them.
What's the weather like in Buffalo right now?
I don't think it matters.
Oh, no, it very much does.
I'm checking it just in case. It is currently so on Sunday kickoff. It will be 2 degrees. Holy fuck! So yeah.
Oh, it snows on Monday. That's a shame.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be an absolute ass whopping. But we've got a bit long this week, so it's not. It was a bonkers week for some teams
And a Broncos week.
and as well trade deadline and stuff. So next week we'll do our mid-season awards, and we'll also I will ask the guys what questions have you got going towards the end of the season, because as I say, I've got some ones about the Broncos and the Jags. But yeah, we'll leave you there. Enjoy the games, and we'll see you next week. Bye.